Welcome back to the Blue Collar Boxing Podcast. I am Luke from Biloxi. Hit that like button, smash that subscribe button. Give me a follow on @BlueCollarBoxing on X. Welcome to my official preview and prediction video of Jai Opetaia defending his IBF, Lineal, and Ring Magazine Cruiserweight Championship of the World against, let me make sure I get this pronunciation right, Huseyin Cinkara. That will take place December 6th. It will be early in the morning in the United States. I'm told directly by Dan Raphael that this fight will be available in the United States on UFC Fight Pass. So, who is Huseyin Cinkara? Well, in his most previous fight, he fought a 8-rounder against an unknown. He is 23-0 with 19 knockouts, but these are mostly club fights, club-level fights in Germany. He's also fought a few times in Turkey. He fought in April against Juan Diaz, not to be confused with Juan Baby Bull Diaz. It was scheduled for 8. He won by TKO in the first round. I watched a few of his fights on YouTube. Not very impressed. He's not a world-level fighter. He's club-level, and there's no shame in that. But Opetaia is going to be way too much for him. Opetaia, on the other hand, has fought 3. This will be his 3rd fight in 2026, 4th fight in 14 months. All the way back to October 12th of 2024, he fought Jack Massey by knockout, won that fight. That was in Riyadh, and he fought 2 more times in 2025. This will be his 3rd fight in 2025. So he's being very active. The IBF has previously stripped Jai. We can argue the merits of that. So this fight stinks of mandatory challenger. I don't know the exact sort of logistics of why this fight is happening. What I will say is that Cinkara is ranked currently number 1 by the IBF at cruiserweight. So I suspect that Jai is trying to get this defense out of the way, have a fight at home in Australia, make some money, and then go on to bigger and better things, perhaps a unification, perhaps wait and see what happens in May with Zordo and Benavidez, who are scheduled to fight for the WBO and WBA Cruiserweight Championships. Badu Jack has a fight. He is the WBC Cruiserweight Champion. He is up next month. So he's trying to sort of get all the dust off of his plate right now so that he can perhaps make unification fights or maybe even move up to heavyweight, which I expect him to do once Usyk leaves the division. He has the frame to do it. He has the power. He has the boxing ability. But let's get back to this fight. Listen, Jai Opetaia is clearly the best cruiserweight in the world. I think he beats Zordo. I think he beats Badu Jack easily. Benavidez would be an interesting fight. I would favor Jai in that fight, although Benavidez probably has the best chance. So Jai's long game is to move to heavyweight. We all know it. He's waiting for his moment. He's waiting for his angle into the heavyweight division. And this is a stay busy fight. Unfortunately, his opponent just hasn't done much. His last fight was an 8-round fight. He does have some knockouts, but he went 10 rounds back in 2023 against a guy named Vaclav Pejzar. That was in Turkey. Make of that what you will. And look, I never want to put a fighter down because when you're stepping into that ring, you're doing something that us common men do not do, right? And I don't care where the ring is. I don't care what the level of competition that ring that you step in is at that time. You're doing something exceptional. But when it comes to handicapping a fight, I have to take these things into account. So there's just a lot of no names, a lot of fights in Germany. I watched some of his fights on YouTube. I was not impressed. He's 40 years old. 40 is not a good age in any sport, certainly not in boxing. He's fighting a Jai Opetaia who is in his prime, who is knocking guys out left and right, and he's 30, which at cruiserweight is your literal prime. You know, we talk about athletics, 27 is your prime. In boxing, especially in the higher weight classes, I put it more closer to 30, especially now with what they're doing with training and what they're doing with nutrition, etc. So I don't see this fight going past 2 rounds. I think Jai's going to feel him out for the first round. He'll probably catch him and rock him in the first round. He will probably get up, maybe, go back to the corner, get a sip of water, be reminded what his paycheck is, and then go back in the second round. I'd like to give a shout-out to my buddy, Art Pepper Jr. on X. He will be ringside covering the fight for us here at Blue Collar Boxing. Right, Art? And you can follow him at AMG3200. I'll put his Twitter handle in the description. Good guy, knows a lot about boxing. Ardent defender of his home country of Australia. He will be there. But this is an appearance fight. This is to satisfy the IBF. And I don't really blame Jai for that because he's already been stripped. The lineal cruiserweight champion of the world was stripped by the IBF. So he got back in line, won the belt back. And hopefully this will satisfy any sort of silly requirements that the IBF may have of him so that he can go forward and unify or go forward and move up to the heavyweight division. Again, per Dan Rafael, this fight will be available on UFC Fight Pass. It'll be at about 6 a.m. in the morning on Sunday. Enjoy, fellas. Hit me up on Twitter, Blue Collar Boxing on X. I'll see you on the next one.